Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Airships. Once again, this is episode, as I pointed out in the previous episode, it doesn't really matter now. The numbers are sort of irrelevant because of the amount of series and campaigns we've done. Just accept that it's the new episode, and when the new episode comes out, then that's the new episode. So, yeah, in the previous old episode, we managed to capture these other nations here. So these cities, nations, whatever you would like to call them, we managed to take them over. So we now have 4 in total. We have cheap guns as one of our little bonuses, so minus 30% rifle, gun, and cannon cost, I believe that is. We have a Gatling gun, and we have some telescopes. So we need to build and ship. In the previous episode, we sort of built the, we got the Flackington, and we obviously made some modifications to a couple of other ships as well. If we go to our generic and actually go to build ship, obviously we've got the Flackington, which is okay, it works alright. We've got the huge, that's the Sprayington. It's a bit insane. We don't have rockets and stuff and a Grand Keel, and I don't think we'll ever build that again because it's far too big. The Rockington, it didn't really work out. We've got them Bombardington as well, which is the key of death, as people have called it, but it's not bad. We've also got the Swarmington, which we really do need to modify at some point. I think the main change was the Bomberington, because now it actually functions. It can actually bomb, because we had a bit of a problem where I had a couple of things on it that I didn't actually have access to, and I removed one of the suspendium chambers, so it actually had a relatively small ceiling height of 210 meters, which I don't think anything else can really get up to that point. Anyway, we're going to build another ship. We're going to go to create ship, and I'm going to make something that a lot of people have been shouting about, and not a giant ship with 10,000 guns, as people have been saying, because that's sort of impossible. And also, as you've seen, I have made a ship that's got lots and lots of guns. It just takes forever to make. So, yeah, and until some performance improvements turn up, I won't be bothered trying that. What I'm going to try, though, is a really, really small ship. People are asking for fighters. Now, it's not really possible to make a fighter, you understand, because obviously that would be like one person piloted, but you can't have just one person on the ship. I don't think it would work. I guess you could have one berth, but it wouldn't really work very well. Either way, we're going to make the smallest ship I can. A tiny, really small ship. So, first things first, we need some lift, so we're going to use a small suspendium chamber. There we go, okay? And to power said suspendium chamber, we need some sort of, I guess, coal. So we'll go to our small coal store, and we'll put the coal store in like that, okay? Actually, we'll lift it up to there, because if I put was it a corridor? Don't think we need a corridor. Supply hatch would be nice. And we need an engine, actually. Let me put an engine on it. We'll go to propulsion, and we'll put on a small propeller. There we go. Nah, so we can't have that. We're going to have to put it further down. Actually, it's already problematic because of the way stuff's laid out. Let's put it there, and we need to have our coal on that side. But then I need to put ammo on that side. You see? It's because of the way this is all going to connect together, or rather the lack of it connecting together. I'll have to put that there. And then I want a corridor there. Probably have a corridor on the other side as well, but we'll get to that later. Not going to use a fire door for the time being. We need a bit of propulsion, which we will use a small propeller. And then we need a, I guess it would be a cockpit. I'll put a cockpit in there. And then below that, we will have some ammo store. Not a large one like that. That's a little bit too big, I think. Just a little bit too big. And then we'll have, what do we need? Oh, we need guns. Yeah, we need some sort of gunnery, don't we? Let's put some sort of gunnery in it. So we'll have weapons. We could have rifle. We could have grenades. Bomber. Gatling gun. Gatling gun would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Have a nice Gatling gun on there, and it means then we can have. See, this is becoming the Swarmington. That's all I'm worried about, that this is becoming the Swarmington, but I don't know what else I can actually do to it, like to make it even smaller. Like, could I put that there and then a rifle there? Would that be it? No, you see, you can't even connect the two together. Could make it a bit taller and actually make it like that sort of size. I've never really done that sort of ship before, where it's taller rather than long. Let's try that. Should we try that? Yeah, let's try that. We'll go for, yeah, let's make it a bit different. We'll go up like that, and then we'll have a supply hatch, because we're going to need one, so we'll put it there, and that connects the engine up, you see. And then we'll have, I think, I do like the idea of Gatling guns. I do like the idea of Gatling guns indeed. But how am I going to have them? Two like that? Like that, you see? But then I have the problem of we need to connect them up. See, this is moving away from the whole fighter idea. What's the bare minimum we need? The bare minimum is coal. It is ammo. And it's a gun and an engine and a suspendium chamber. That's pretty much what you need. Let's work on that principle then. So, we've got ammo, we've got engine, we need a hatch. So we don't need that for now, but I'll get rid of it and see what happens. Go for a bit of suspendium. So we need a suspendium chamber. Putting it there won't work. We need to split it up. And then we will have a corridor like that to connect them both up. Because otherwise we'll never be able to get to that one. We could actually, if we do that. And then have a corridor. There we go. And that powers all of that section. Right, now we're getting somewhere. Then we need a... What do we need? We need a berth, I think. I think we'll put a berth in. So we'll go to... Troops. Not in troops. It'll be in... Just minimize all of these. It'll be in crew. So a berth. Aha, there we go. Okay. Recommended crew is 4 on this one, so we might put 2 berths in just to fill that up. Because by the time we put weapons in, we'll have a bit of a problem. And then we will have a cockpit. We'll have an ammo store, which will be in resources. And then we'll have some sort of gun. And we could just use grenades, which would like actually make it that would be the smallest ship that we've made, I think. Very close to the size of the... Now we haven't even got a supply hatch either. We need to put that in. What I'll do then, I think I will put in a Gatling gun, because we have access to them, and then a supply hatch, and that makes it a... I think that's the smallest ship I can really make it. Recommended crew 4, air sailors 6. So we've actually got a few more crew than we need. Yeah, we definitely need some more. That's it. It really can't be any smaller. I could probably, if I wanted to. Good grief. I just have to put the very tiny one on there. I'll actually remove that. I'll put it about there. Yeah, I could if I wanted to make this a bit smaller maybe, but then we're only talking 1 or 2 blocks, so that's I think that's a good power to weight ratio sort of build, because we've got a Gatling gun, we've got suspendium to fly, we don't have any armor, so we might as well put, what about steel armor? That would reduce the service ceiling, that would half the service ceiling, but steel armor is obviously quite tough. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that one. We haven't really made a heavy armoured small ship. Right, okay. Yeah, I think that'll do us quite nicely. So, it's called the what is that, liquefaction? We're going to call it the GAV, Generic Air Vessel. And... the GAV Fighterington. Fighterington? That sort of works. Let's build one of them. And we'll see how this one goes. So... unpaused it here while it cracks on. We've already made one. It doesn't really take long to build, does it? So let's just keep building some. Actually, why has it not? Oh, don't say it didn't save the design. Refit. It didn't actually... I didn't save the design. Let's save the design. There we go. And now we can actually go to build ship. I was going to say, don't say. I'm going to have to try and build that constantly. Right, so what I'm doing, I'm just building some of these other ships. I will need to scrap a couple of the others that I have. Actually, no, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move them there. I was going to perhaps assault these guys with it, but I don't think so. What I'm going to do is just keep building the Fighterington, because we do have enough money to build a fair few of them. That's sort of the point, right? Move them all to one location. And there we go. I think that will do the job quite nicely. Right, so we do have a ship, a fleet here of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ships. Let's build, we'll make it to 8. Build ships, 9. And we need one more, don't we? We can't have 9, we have to have a straight 10, because then that would be X. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, no pun intended, and good job, because that was garbage. Build ship. How much is the Fighterington? It's 282. I think it is probably build ship. Is it cheaper than the Swarmington? The Swarmington is 229. If you look at the difference in them. Yeah, this one is actually smaller. It is smaller, but not a lot smaller. There's a lot of movement over there, a lot of fighting. Either way, I'm going to send my 10 ships, the new Fighterington, over to that one there. Right, so, looks like there's a lot of fog, and they have... Ooh, that's interesting. They have their defensive structure sitting on top of a tree. That's probably going to change at some point. Let's just click start here, and we'll see how this goes. So everybody's going to go to the Gatling guns and start... Oh my good grief! That's quite brutal, that isn't it? That functions as intended. Let's just flip round the back, to be honest with you. Is there any commentary needed? I think that works. Let's do a gentle takeover. That's insanity. Right, I think I'm going to invade one of these guys. I'm going to move. I'm going to keep my old fleet there, and I'm going to move the new one over to probably corner down the bottom here. That'll actually make it sort of... That'll be alright, I think, yeah. Oh my good grief, this might not work so well, actually. They've got 1, 2, 3 fairly big and heavily armoured forts. And there are a couple of ships up the top here. My service ceiling is not very high on these, which is obviously a bad thing. But let's just click start, and we'll see what happens. So what we need to do is just move straight in. There we go, there's the shots. Shots are... firing out now, and we will lose a couple of ships there. Looks like a part of our suspendium chambers blown up there, and that is an unbelievable amount of shots. Let me just fly this thing through. Looks like we've destroyed one of them already. That's pretty good. Can we keep going forward? I think we might be able to. Yeah, straight through there. Straight through, no bother. Let's just keep assaulting. Looks like we are actually assaulting the one at the back. That's fine. Gatling guns working quite nicely. Oh, looks like they've got a bomber. Do you see bombs coming from down the... Was that a bomb? I'm sure there's a couple of bombs. Yeah, look, there's a bomb. They've made a bomber. Wow. That's pretty funky. Right, let's just keep moving around then. Make sure they don't bomb us. Right, okay. This is sort of problematic now. I do actually have a little bit of an issue. And that is that I'm running out of ammo. These Gatling guns aren't particularly... good when it comes to this. I think we've won that only because they've been defeated and ran out of ammo. Yeah, victory. Wow, gentle takeover there. That's pretty good. Let me move my other big fleet over here then. And we'll bring all of the fleets together. And then we'll keep storming up over to this area. So here we go. Big fleets with everything I've got. And we're just going to keep moving in big lumps now. And I'm just going to click start and see what happens. Oh, there's one of the ships that obviously doesn't work properly. So we've got the Gav... Look at that. All we've done... All we've done now is just made like a big stack of Gatling guns, which apparently works quite well. They don't really have a lot of defenses here, and it looks like my bombs up the top are, well, they're working quite nicely. Let's move this other ship here. I think we captured this one. No. It's actually this one we started the campaign with, which I do want to get rid of at some point. We could move our Flackington, but there's nothing in the air to actually shoot. So we're just going to wait for the other ships to keep firing away there. And you can look at that. That is insanity. I'm really glad these work, though. The good thing about these Gatling guns is that they do give... they do pack a bit of a punch. So it means that we actually, you know, they actually function as a swarming type vessel, because otherwise if you only had 1 or 2 little pop guns on the front, they're not going to do anything. They're really not going to do anything at all. I'm still managing to take these out, but it's not working out too well. They're all shouting I need ammo, and obviously you can understand why. It's something that they use quite a lot of. Either way, the bomber is working well, and I think any shot now, yeah, any one of them bombs was going to work out. Victory. That was going to be a gentle takeover there. I am going to pause it, however, and I'm going to just check our Fighterington. There's one there. We will need to scrap that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that. I'm going to move it there. We do need to... Oh, no, it moves for some reason the other fleet. So what I'll do instead then is move it back home and scrap it off. So we need to move... them up there. We'll invade up... I said invade up the top, please. There we go. Turn back around. So I'm going to scrap... Oh, Oh, no, they're moving back towards me. Let's turn around. Need to scrap my other crappy ship there. And I think they're managing... They're going to be able to take that over first. Looks like they are. Let's just press start on this one. That's their ship that they've invaded me with. Looks like it's got 3 rockets. I, however... Yeah, there's the rockets. Have this dorsal turret here, which we can then, yeah, direct hit. It's working quite well. So, hopefully, I'll be able to defeat them just based on the fact that I've got a bit more armor than them. We'll see. If they get a lucky hit with them rockets, then that's me over with. Oh, no, it just hit the ammo store and did nothing. I guess it hit the... it'll hit the stuff around it first, the armor and stuff. Looks like, oh, fire point. They're actually shooting the fire point. I don't know whether it's strategically shooting the fire point, but they are shooting the fire point. I'm going to go to ready for command. How much ammo? They've got loads of ammo. I'm going to put on rapid fire. Fire at will. Let's see how this works. Oh, there we go. I have a feeling it's going to come to a run out of ammo sort of thing. I'm going to speed up to max speed because otherwise we'll be here for absolutely ever. There we go. It looks like I've fired and actually disarmed it. Took out probably their ammo store or something. So they are now running back. That's a good thing. And what I want to do then is actually invade them. Now, actually what I want to do, I want to get these Fighteringtons. And we can't select them all at once, sadly. Oh, we can. We can just hold shift there. And we want to move them up there. Okay, actually split the fleet up. That'll be the older fleet. So the older fleet's going up there. And what I'll do is I'll move my other Fighteringtons over here. And then my other standard ship, or the ships I've had in the other fleet, further up. Oh, okay. So these are the Fighteringtons. These should work quite well. What I'm going to do is just bring them right in there. And I love the way that they all start firing at the same time. It's like, ready, 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 fire! And that did not last long at all. These ships are amazing. Gentle takeover there. And it looks like we've got another fight straight away with my other ships, my other fleet moving. However, the problem I have is that you may have noticed that they've sent a fleet towards me, but because it's so chaotic how it's moving, then you can't really see that. Either way, I don't think that little thing is going to give me much of a problem. In fact, I'm going to just bring the bomber right down so we get some more accuracy on that one. And I believe we are on, yeah, we are on rapid fire, so there's no accuracy to be had here. We don't really require it. We are just going to keep dropping the bombs. In fact, I'm going to move it right down. And actually that'll probably mess it up a little bit. We probably won't get all of the all the bombs are not all the bombs are in range, so we need to move it up so the other bombs can actually shoot. There we go. Probably move it up even further actually. And the side, yeah, then the side ones you can see actually be able to shoot. And that is yeah, I was gonna say that's a weird shit. That's about to break any second. Victory. So that's gonna be a gentle takeover. They're moving a fleet over here, as you can see. I'm gonna bring the Fighteringtons back over. Oh my good grief! That is a fairly big fleet. Look at that! That's a really big fleet, and it's a defeat for me because I have no defenses. So, looks like I'm going to be fighting them in the dark, right? So, reduce the accuracy of all weapons. I don't really care because I've got so many of them. It's going to be against their ships, which look like a ramming vessel. You can see it's armoured on the front here. They've got a lot of ships there. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ships. So we're just going to start that, and hopefully my my Fighteringtons will be able to take them out quite quickly there. There's the shots raining out. I really do like the look of the fighting in the dark. Oh, that's working out quite nicely. Quite nicely. I'm really glad I actually heavily armoured these ships. If I didn't heavily armour these, like put a lot of armour on this ship, the Fighteringtons, I think they would just go out straight away. I don't think they would last very long at all. Yeah, I've just taken the top one out, which is then piled the other one into the... Oh my good grief! I took the suspendium chamber out on the first one, which landed on top of the bottom one, then drove it to the ground. That worked out quite well. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move these other ships, just basically flip them around, so we can... it looks like they've got a bomber up there or something. I'm actually fighting against that one there. That one... Oh my good grief! Did manage to take it out, but... yeah, it's still anyone's fight, this one. It looks like I've lost a couple. I've lost at least one Fighterington, so we're down to 8. Them 2 are pretty much gone anyway. I don't think I can take that off. No, I've actually ran out. Oh, well, everything's on fire, and that's going to burn right out. There's going to be an explosion any second, and that thing is going to be taken straight out. Any minute now, that's going to go. And obviously, that'll take this one with it. Problem is, we can't put out fires on this one. I think they might have this fight, just because of... I've run out of ammo, basically. There's only one ship left. Only a couple of ships left. That one there now is out of ammo. We can move it up to about there. That is the only ship I've got left here. That's defeated. I've destroyed 2 of their big ones. Their fleet was a lot bigger than mine, so I have managed to, I think, win overall. But I'm going to flee this one. I can't win that one, so I'm going to move back up to my main fleet No, I'm going to retreat back down to there where I've just taken. Then I'm going to move. I've lost 3 Fighteringtons, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to go to build ship. I think we won't build the Swarmington, although it looks like we can now because we've got a flamer from somewhere. We're going to build the Fighteringtons, so it's on pause. All of the areas where I can build, all of the cities, I'm going to start building. Fighteringtons. What have I captured? I've captured a Grand Keel. I've got Grand Keel, flamethrowers, and heavy wooden armor. I'm going to use my old fleet, or the proper fleet, I guess. Bring it right down, and obviously we've got the Flackington, which should hopefully work out quite well. Obviously all the trees are destroyed from the previous night's fighting, and we've got the Bomberington, which as soon as we click start, we will pause the game and then move it straight up. We can't get rammed at all with that one. We need to move everything down. Flackington will move straight forward and down, and hopefully that will put it in a perfect position to, yep, start firing away. So the Flackington's working. Looks like we've got the Bomberington over there. Oh, the Flackington was working fantastically well. Let's just bring it a bit further down here. Yeah, the shots are absolutely ringing out. Looks like there's some bombs coming down as well. Oh my good grief! I took some out quite vital there because one of their ships is just falling straight down. Okay, so, bomber. Working quite well. We're going to move it along. Oh, there's another flak shot. Just absolutely destroyed the front of that one there. Not bad at all. There's a lot more bombs raining down, and that ship is completely defeated. Looks like they have a couple more ships at the back, which I am obviously going to try and follow with the Flackington. Flackington I'm going to bring up now. A lot of people have been commenting about this thing. Oh, there's still some bombs hitting it. A lot of people have been commenting about this thing. Actually, what's happening there? They're just getting shot. It's just getting shot. A lot of people commenting about the Flackington, saying we should rearm it, and I think we should definitely re-armor it. That's for sure. We should put some more armor on it. But we'll have to see how we go on that one. Oh my good grief. Do you see that? The Flackington went straight underneath and absolutely destroyed that ship there. Yeah, the Flackington works quite well. They've also called it the flak tank without tracks. That's all it is, really. We'll do a gentle takeover there. So I have managed to take them out. The reason it started here again is because they have a fleet there. So that's all that's happened here. I just need to move some ships around. We'll move it like that. Obviously, we're going to move our bomber straight up, and then I'll be able to drop some bombs over the top. It's not going to be a big fight at all by any means here, but you know, it's something we have to do. I think all we're going to do is get a mass pile of bombs as we overtake it, and then yeah, defeat it. It's gone. Then they have to run away. Right. So we've managed to take over actually a fairly few cities here. This is quite good. I'm going to actually follow them up. I'm going to keep this going. I'm going to just keep invading here because it seems to be working quite well. And this is my Swarmington fleet again. Not Swarmington, sorry, the Fighterington. I'm just going to move them all further forward here. And you can see they are firing away there quite nicely. This one's going to have to back up, actually. And we'll see if we can maneuver around. The only real downside to these things is they don't have a lot of ammo, but they don't really need it. There's only been... Well, we haven't had a lot of engagements with them, obviously, but... they don't seem to need a lot of ammo. They just tend to destroy the opponent extremely quickly, which is always a good thing, right? So, let's just move these further forward, further down. And I think that's going to be taken out, yeah. I could put these on aimed fire. I'm going to order them all to rapid fire. Obviously, this will stay throughout the entire fight, but I can't imagine the devastation that these things are going to cause on rapid fire at will. They'll run out of ammo quicker. And apparently they don't like hitting anything when they're on this mode. There you go. When you're that close, you don't need to aim. Oh, yes, we're running out of ammo. Maybe we'll put that on normal fire. We might switch that back. Either way, that is a victory there. We'll do a gentle takeover. We're going to have a little bit more fighting over this side. This is at the top there. Looks like I'm going to bring the Flackington right down. And they've only got this little thing here to really contend with. So the Flackington we need to bring down. I could put it there and we should be able to shoot, actually. Shall I move it along? I'm going to move it along. Doesn't really matter. It's already been taken out. Gentle takeover. And this is absolutely insane. I'm managing to just absolutely rickroll them. There's nothing stopping these things. I mean, I'm just gonna, I don't know whether it's the speed of me taking this over or what, but either way, these are just absolutely swarming. I'm not really having to worry about anything big stopping me, which is, I think, the big problem I had with the last campaign is that I waited too long for a lot of things. I wasn't really attacking as early as I should do. So because I'm doing it now, it's actually helping me out quite a bit. There's some more bombs going away there, and yeah, you take the bottom out, and it falls quite nicely. Gentle take over there, and now there's nothing over this side. I'm just going to have to move my fleets down to the centre here, and what I'm going to do as well is start gathering up all of my other ships, the swarmy ones, and I actually want to go back to my home base. Looks like they're actually assaulting me, so it's a good thing I'm moving them all over there. This is another fight with the Fighteringtons. It looks like they've got three ships up the top there, and then they have the defensive structures down the bottom. I've got these all on rapid fire, as you might imagine, and that is... Did they just say out of ammo? Yeah, they did say out of ammo. What's happening is that we can't actually reload the guns fast enough, so I'm going to change them back to... as much as I'd love to keep them on rapid fire, I think it's probably quite a good decision just to keep them... well, not on rapid fire. So we're blattering away here, and as soon as I have orders, yeah, there we go, I'm going to move these things up and over because we really do need to take the other ships out. It looks like they've got... Oh, boarders! We've got boarders! Quickly run back. You can see, look, they're jumping around. They're actually going to board this ship. Wow, they've actually managed to capture one of my ships, and this is something that I always thought might happen with these because it's not something I didn't really envisage anyone actually trying to take these things over, but that's, I guess, par for the course with these sort of things. So, there's grenades coming down. Are they the designs that I made? One of the boarding ships I made was them things where it looked a bit like that. They had a grenade on the front, and they could assault me. Either way, I'm going to flee on that one because I have certainly, I'm not going to be able to defend against all of that. Right, so... I'm going to have to wait for my fleet to gather up. I'm going to have to run back to there. Problem I have is that I'm getting invaded on this side. Here. I think it is time for some big guns. These are all the swarmy ships, which I'm going to then promptly move over there. Hopefully we'll get there first. Yes, we did. Looks like we'll start that. Oh, that's not good. I've only got a little defensive structure, and they've got a lot more in terms of ships. That's not good. That's not good at all. I don't think I can win this one. I think it's going to be a case of... I can't even work on the attrition factor, on the running out of ammo factor, because they'll almost certainly have more ammo than me, and if they don't, then basically I fire the ammo I fire the ammo faster. Look at that Gatling gun. The Gatling gun works well. It's just a bit hungry for ammo, and I'm not going to put the Gatling guns on aim fire. That'd be terrible. That'd be a silly move. Well, it would. It'd probably actually be a sensible move, but. It doesn't make sense to me. Putting a Gatling gun on aim fire. Actually, I've defeated all of them but one here. Let's target ship that one. I actually am managing to defeat them here. 1, 2, 3. If I get this other one out, we might be able to get this here. There's the shots whizzing into it. I am running low on ammo. Oh, almost no ammo left. They're on fire, though. We've run out of ammo on one. We've run out of ammo on two. Oh, it's going to be close. The only thing keeping me in the fight now is them. And we won. Only just. The Fighterington only just managed to stay in there. As you've seen, all three are out of ammo. It's only the pillar, the grey pillar, that kept us in that fight. They are running away. But this is getting a bit close now. I'm going to leave it there because next episode we're going to have to start assaulting all these islands, and that's going to be a tough one. I've just realised that actually the only nation left, or the only two nations, is me and these guys. They've got all of this. This is going to be a tough one. As always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.